When the pandemic first hit, I was working in the video game industry and doing well. I was at a job for 10 years. And then 4 months into it, I lose my job, which really put me into a spiral of, why are you doing this, God? In the past, when I had ever been out of work, it was only for a short amount of time. And you start to doubt yourself. You start to think, I'm not good enough. Maybe this is not for me anymore. Pastor AC was able to meet with me a few times. I was part of the men's night group that they had online. I would go there and be able to kind of unload my burdens and look at it from a perspective of, it's not about what I've done, it's what God's planning to do in my life. One of the things that helped me in that time was Pastor AC. He had come to me and said, hey, I want you to start a game night for our LA campus. It wasn't even just like, hey, I want to do this with you. It's like, it's all yours. I rounded up a few people from the LA campus and I took on a persona of the host character. It was singing and trivia and people were, laughing and they started to bring their families. But the best thing about it was just seeing people be happy in a time that's not happy. And then even one of the people that won ended up coming to the church. She had discovered us online and ended up coming to our LA campus. So it was, which was great because that's kind of what we wanted. It sort of became our own ministry. Being a year out of work, being able to give something back to the church through the game night was all preparing me for the job that I ended up getting a year later. One of the first people I let know was AC because not only him, but a lot of the Saddleback LA family had been praying for me to, find work. And the week that I found out I was going to get the job that I interviewed for, the very next week on a Monday, I found out that my unemployment was running out and I was starting the following week. To share that joy with him and let him know that, God answered those prayers, that he answered my prayer and his prayer, and the timing that he did it in was, couldn't have been more perfect. My spiritual family at Saddleback is, I couldn't have done this past year without them. Just keeping constant communication that somebody out there is caring for you, that they care about what's going on in your life, and you're not doing it alone. That's an amazing thing.